Hi, welcome to my review for The Place Beyond the Pines, directed by Cianfrance, a film that follows three main people: a motocross stunt driver, a rookie cop, and a pot-smoking teenager.
Who's that guy?
He's yours.
Not gonna tell me?
I heard from you in over a year. He just took off.
My son and I should be around him. I wasn't around my dad. Look the way I turned out.
How are you going to take care of us?
I can't think of another line of work that I'd rather be in.
You're so smart, you can do anything you want. Just don't understand why you're doing this.
I'm a cop, Jet. You got a kid? You want to provide for that kid? You got to do that using your skill set. And your skill set? Shazam.
All right, everybody who wants to live, put your hands in the air.
105 in pursuit of suspect.
104, I got a visual on a motorcycle.
The Place Beyond the Pines is a really good film, but perhaps somewhere beyond those pines lies a great film, which I will get to in a minute. First off, I want to praise the great cinematography that was done by Sean Bobbitt. There are a lot of great tracking shots and long takes, and not to mention there are some really cool scenes that involve a person driving a dirt bike on a busy road. It's some great cinematography. In fact, I would even say, so far, it's some of the best cinematography I've seen this year. With the exception of Emery Cohen, all the performances in The Place Beyond the Pines are outstanding. Now, don't think for a second that this is a criticism, but what's interesting is that Ryan Gosling is essentially playing the same character from his much beloved performance in Drive. The only differences here are his character in The Place Beyond the Pines drives a dirt bike instead of a 1973 Chevy Malibu, and instead of wearing a badass scorpion jacket, he wears a black jumpsuit and helmet. Now, out of the three segments in the film, I found Ryan Gosling's oddball character and story that involves him turning to a life of crime to take care of his family to be the most interesting and empathetic. Next we have Bradley Cooper, who makes an appearance about 50 minutes into the film. He plays a rookie cop who is struggling morally because he is surrounded by crooked colleagues. It's a good story, however, I didn't find it as enthralling as the Ryan Gosling storyline. But what makes this segment in the film memorable is Bradley Cooper's performance. A lot like Ryan Gosling, Bradley Cooper is really becoming an actor to look for in films that are outside of the much played out hangover movies. As for the last segment in the film, it features a somewhat troubled pot smoker who is played greatly by Dane Dehaan. Now, this segment is good. In fact, this last segment has one of the best scenes in the entire film. But I couldn't help but think how much better this segment could have been if it were to go through another draft or so. I say this because the third segment just sort of drags on a bit, and it doesn't help either when the film is introducing a new protagonist, which I didn't find as interesting as the other two nearly 2 hours into the film. At this point in a typical drama, this is where a film starts to get a little closer to wrapping itself up. However, this is not exactly the case for The Place Beyond the Pines, which to me made it seem longer than what it actually was. Another gripe that I have with this film is that there were some character choices that just seemed awkward and forced. Although this is a problem I had throughout the film, I found this to be more prominent here. Overall, as the film started, I was thinking a pretty high 4, but as the film continued to go on, I was starting to become a little unsure. I'm going to give The Place Beyond the Pines a fairly high 3.5 out of 5, which I say is really good, just not quite great. If you have the chance to check it out, then definitely do so. I'm Colyn Kirkland, and thanks for watching.